everybody, DeathsStalker here. So I thought I'd talk to you about the difference between Dunlop and Michelin racing slicks. Back when I was racing way back in the late 1980s, early 1990s. Now, Bridgestone and Pirelli and whatnot, when I was racing, they didn't sell tires, at least in North America. I know you can buy them now, but back then it was Dunlop and Michelin. And essentially, getting slicks consisted of, first off, finding some place that actually would carry them. Not very many shops would actually carry them, or even order them for that matter. I was lucky the one shop that I was dealing with was actually pretty much three-quarters of the business was racing, so they had no problems. They had a good deal with Michelin, and they passed it on to the racers. A lot of people who were racing, you had to pick the tires up at the track. Now, it wasn't too bad. There was always a dealer there who would sell Michelin or Dunlop tires. But you sort of took your chances. Sometimes I watched guys, they'd show up and they'd try to pick up tires, and they didn't have the tires for their bike because they'd sold them already, which kind of sucked if you had a set of worn tires on your bike and you needed to get new ones. A lot of guys, what we did was when we were finished racing for the weekend, if we knew we needed another set of tires, we'd check the trailer and see if they had another set of tires, and we'd buy them then and there and mount them on the bike. And we'd be all set for the next weekend. Now, what was the difference? Well, Michelin tires were incredibly grippy, and I mean incredibly. They stuck like glue. They were awesome. And they would slide, but not till you started to really push them hard. So you knew when you were starting to slide, you were getting sort of to the limit of the tire. And it's a really good sort of point to know is when your tire was sliding. Okay, you have to be a lot more conscious of it. Now, the Dunlops at the time were completely different. When you put them on the bike and went out, I swear I thought the tires had been Armor All. They were so slippery. And the Dunlops, they slid and they slid and they slid and they slid, and eventually you reach the point and you're falling down. And they never had any point where you could say, okay, here's where I'm pushing the limit. It's sort of like something that's trial and error. Now, people who like to slide bikes, they love the Dunlops. I had to use them for about three-quarters of a season because there was a shortage of Michelin tires due to a fire at one of the plants or something like that. So it was kind of weird getting used to the change of tires. But they were, once you got used to them, they weren't too bad. But it was kind of disconcerting when you first come into, on the out lap, and you throw the bike into the corner, and all of a sudden you're in a front and rear wheel slide because those were Dunlops. But the Michelins, it was like, you go out there with a warm-up lap, you'd stick it around, and it wasn't until you actually got really hard on the bike that it would actually start to slide. So that's when you knew you were pushing it hard. But now that was in the 1990s. Tire technology has completely changed. I actually have not ridden a bike with a slick that's been created probably since about 1995. So I have no idea what the newer tires are like. I actually was talking to one of my friends, and he was saying the Dunlop Q4s street tires are actually better than any of the slicks we ever had. And he uses them for track days, which I thought was kind of interesting. But overall, I can only tell you what happened back in the late 1980s when I was my prime. So anyways, hope you found that little bit of racing history interesting.